Action now in the women's division here at VCW. I'm Jason Heat, and I will be joined by Brandon Metheny. Hyena Hera has risen to the top of the women's division here at VCW. And other than her longtime rival, Erica Lee, she has been the most dominant competitor in this division for the last 2 years. In fact, I believe that aside from matches against or including Erica Lee, Hyena Hera is almost undefeated here in VCW. Perpetually pissed off, ferociously feral, Hyena Hera is looking to make short work out of her opponent. And since her opponent is not named Erica Lee, the odds are absolutely in Hyena Hera's favor. We have watched as this young woman has developed in talent, but certainly not in temperament. Somehow in a worse mood every time she appears. You would think that success may bring some sort of satisfaction or contentment, but that is not the case. Hyena Hera remains hungry. You might say she remains hangry. Looking for competition as we are awaiting a debut here in this match. A brand new talent to VCW.
Introducing her opponent, hailing from Los Angeles.
Not much is known about Joiya Blake, and for good reason. We have scouts everywhere here at VCW, and we are bringing you a completely fresh prospect because Joiya Blake is less than a year into her professional wrestling career. 8 months active in the ring. Very little is known about Joiya Blake. She is strong, she is powerful, and a former competitive cheerleader who, as she put it, fell into pro wrestling and has embraced it full on.
I mean, the truth is, Jason, there's not really a book on Joiya Blake. There's not tape. There's not things to study.
No, she's 8 months into her career. There's nothing on paper. I hate to say it, but this is a massacre.
Oh, and you could see Hyena Hera on the outside. She is glaring at Joiya Blake like a lioness, a hyena perhaps, hunting its prey.
Yeah, she's gonna pick the bones of this young woman. We were saying before, Hyena Hera is nearly undefeated in VCW against anyone who's not Erica Lee. These are top-level competitors. People have been wrestling for years and years and years. Joiya Blake is 8 months in. Hyena Hera gonna eat her alive.
And this is perhaps not the wisest decision by Joiya Blake to annoy Hyena Hera like this, just making her angrier and wanting that much more to destroy Joiya Blake.
Well, with experience comes wisdom, and there hasn't been enough time for Joiya Blake to have experience. She has a very pure view of professional wrestling right now, and honestly, hope that doesn't change, but tonight could be a night for a loss of innocence. We're going to see exactly how quick this match goes.
It is quite refreshing to see that pure view, but as you said, Jason, she is in there with a wild woman. She's in there with someone who's very dangerous. One of the most dangerous competitors, male or female, in VCW, in Hyena Hera. So Joiya Blake had better keep her wits about her because that naive, innocent, whatever you want to say, could get knocked out of her very fast.
Has the possibility. And Hyena Hera toying with her prey seemingly, but Joiya Blake, that's that competitive side, not one to take disrespect lying down.
Make no mistake, Joiya Blake is a tremendous athlete. She knows what she's doing. And Hyena Hera trying to get out of dodge.
And first blood to Joiya Blake.
We appear to have found another gear in Joiya Blake here because she is unloading on Hyena Hera.
Well, we are shifting into second gear in the first seconds. First blood goes to Joiya Blake, and we may have found ourselves a prodigy.
Hyena Hera, the impressive counter there, though, using the ring apron, knocking the wind out of Joiya Blake. And now she is firmly in control. And Joiya Blake able to reverse it. Joiya Blake really showing she's standing toe-to-toe with one of the best competitors here at VCW. It's very impressive.
She's more than standing toe-to-toe. She's beating Hyena Hera from pillar to post right now. Can she sustain this? That's the question.
And so far, so good. Impressive strength there, getting Hyena Hera up. Waiting a little too long, though. Hyena Hera able to throw those elbows and put Joiya Blake down.
Hera with the kick.
Straight thrust kick to the chest. That'll do it.
Simple but effective offense here by Hyena Hera, but she is suffering.
I mean, Jason, I don't think it's bold to say that this is not going how Hyena Hera expected it to go.
I don't think it's going how anyone expected. How could you? On paper, as mentioned, this should have been a complete one-sided affair.
On paper, this should have been over. This match should be done.
This wasn't a match where people were wondering who the winner was going to be. This is a match of like, okay, how long can Joiya Blake last? And instead, so far, she has defied all expectations.
And continues to fight back. I mean, sometimes it's, you may get that initial flurry, then you get sort of hit in the face that one time, and everything falls apart. Joiya Blake's taking a couple shots, and she's still fighting back. It's very impressive. Oof, so is that back elbow.
With that said, Hyena Hera has a very dangerous look in her eyes, and it may only be a matter of time before things sort of reorient themselves in Hera's favor.
Pressing the shoulder up in the corner, taking the air out of Hyena Hera. Really should press the advantage she's got right now, though. It does not do so in enough time.
Raking the eyes.
Brutal but effective.
That animalistic side of Hyena Hera on display.
And the point of the elbow right to the nose of Joiya Blake.
Dedicated cover there, but
just
only one.
Sorry to step on your toes there, Jason. I was so surprised.
We are both witnessing a potential sensation. Win or lose here for Joiya Blake, showcasing how much, if this is her 8 months in, the sky is the limit.
This has been a tremendous showing for her already. There's no question about that.
Already exceeded expectations. There's really no losing here for Joiya Blake under the circumstances.
Hyena Hera slowing things down, staying firmly in control here, imposing her will. Beautiful snap suplex.
Great positioning now, deep cover, and still only one.
Well, just barely two, says Ron Mills, but a very close one, Jason.
I mean, that was like 1.98.
Yeah. Either way, not a three. Joiya Blake showing some impressive resilience out here.
Now, Joiya Blake looking to try and cut Hyena Hera down to size or return to a vertical base.
Or just break Hyena Hera's grip. Not that time.
And you just see that the biggest detriment right now to Joiya Blake is a lack of variation in the arsenal right now. When she develops more technique, she's going to be even more dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hyena Hera now with a hold of her nose. That's unconventional.
Not illegal necessarily, although Ron Mills is calling for it, so maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't think it was either. I'll talk to Ron Mills after the show. But
I guess technically it's a form of a choke.
I guess.
Blocking airway.
Sure, we'll consult the rulebook afterwards.
I'd love to see it. I've heard great things.
And Hyena Hera taking time to jaw at the fans here, really feeling like she is in control.
Joiya Blake holding on for dear life.
Just trying to get, but look, not even doing anything, just trying to get some distance, trying to make something happen, but right away Hyena Hera drops her back down to the floor.
This is much more how we assumed this context was going to go, as Hyena Hera now really beginning to toy with Joiya Blake.
And a very impressive early flurry by the I'm going to say it rookie. I mean, I don't say that very often, but it shows in the first
100.
year.
8 months in,
Right.
You're a rookie. Absolutely.
But now we're really seeing Hyena Hera show that veteran ability here. What?
Hyena Hera also not necessarily a veteran. I'm not discrediting her skill, but still only relatively recent in the wrestling industry as well.
Absolutely. But compared to Joiya Blake, then, well, certainly a rookie, or sorry, a veteran, excuse me. And now both women have taken tremendous amount of punishment, both trying to find their wits and get up off the mat. Ron Mills putting in the count.
They've worn each other down. And now Joiya Blake making her way first. And it is a slugfest on the knees.
I mean, credit Joiya Blake getting right back in there and engaging with Hyena Hera. She's not backing down.
At this point, it is a war of attrition. Who can last longer? Whose heart can beat faster?
Again!
Joiya Blake begging for it and swallowing off it and luring Hyena Hera in with the headbutt.
Almost took herself off her feet. What a headbutt, holy cow.
Making a statement, bringing out some big guns late in the battle. Okay,
showing that power.
They do not teach that at cheerleading practice.
I don't think so, no. Gutbuster there. And Hera really in a bad way.
Spinebuster, Joiya Blake. Deep cover. We almost had a huge upset.
And you got to wonder, was that Joiya Blake's last great option? Was that her chance to
turn things around?
Exactly.
Joiya a little wobbly on her feet. Still finding her way. This could potentially be the longest the match of hers has gone.
Very, very possible.
In the deep water is Joiya Blake. Hyena Hera rolling over. Wait.
What?
Shoulder was up. Shoulder was
two.
up.
Ron Mills says it was two.
Two only.
Her shoulder came up. It was so close. But her shoulder came off the mat just in time.
An understandable frustration there by Hyena Hera, hearing that third smack of the mat. Would have assumed that the match was over, but Ron Mills very quickly correcting. That was two only.
Well, sometimes you see, the person's shoulder come off the mat. You can't stop your hand, but you know that they kicked out. And Joiya Blake getting bent in half here.
Being stretched beyond belief. Wait a second, roll up right here. Good stack.
Not enough, but a surprise counter, very skillful counter by Joiya Blake there.
Dragon screw leg whip trying to equalize the situation, and now Joiya Blake standing tall.
She's feeling it right now. Can she capitalize? Hyena Hera holding onto the ropes for dear life.
It's feral versus ferocious right now as Hyena Hera trying to hold on to those ropes. Joiya Blake lifting Hyena. What is happening here? Wow.
Very impressive power.
The strength on display.
And a spinning slam.
Tour of the Commonwealth, and Joiya Blake gets the win. She beat the odds. She beat the experts and the pundits, ourselves included. Joiya Blake is the winner.
I just want to point out, Jason, Hyena Hera is on the floor in front of us with a look of utter shock on her face. We have a new competitor here at VCW winning her first match. It's been a night for first-timers. What a tremendous win for Joiya Blake. And the future, the sky's the limit.
What a tremendous victory for VCW scouting this young woman. You saw it, you heard it here first. Joiya Blake is going to be a player in professional wrestling. You want to find and discover the top talent of tomorrow before anyone else? You keep your eyes peeled on VCW because this young woman is the future.